Okay, this is my garden at night. This is the before. I live in an area that is pretty dark. I don't know why I'm whispering, but this is the garden, and this is what I see when I try to come out here at night. So I stopped by Dollar Tree and made an impulse purchase, but I'm really glad I did. I was able to get 26 solar lights for $39, and these are really cute. They were running out of them, and I didn't want to take too many. They had a ton of these, so I bought a bunch, but they were running out of these little guys, so I only bought 6. They come with a hanger, stabs into the ground. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put them outside on my cattle panel trellis, just hanging. I think they'll look cute. I don't actually expect these are going to give off a lot of light. So that's why I didn't buy too many of these, but they look like this in the store. And she said they sell it super, super quick. So these are the ones that I'm actually hoping will put off enough light in my raised beds that I can go ahead and go out there and get some lettuce, get some herbs, but that I can go out at night without a flashlight and just be able to find a few things. So that's the goal. I'm gonna go ahead and go out today, put these up, give them a little bit of time to charge in the sunshine, and then hopefully bring you back in about, oh goodness, 10 hours. It'll be shorter for you. The end of the video should be about 10 hours later after I get them all in the ground, and we can see what they look like at night. Next couple garden projects are going to be putting in drip irrigation, some horizontal cattle panel trellises, and maybe framing up my in-ground beds. We'll see. So I invite you to follow along if you're interested. I don't post frequent videos, but garden season is coming and we're going to have a lot of projects going on. These twist. Okay, so I did notice that I put them up lopsided. It only took a couple seconds to correct, but we've got 3 on each panel, and we'll see how that looks, and I can adjust after I see it at night. So I had planned to put these in on like both ends of the garden bed facing inward, but because they're solar, they need to face south, I would imagine. So I'm going to put one in the end of the garden bed, and then I'm going to go ahead and just put one in the center. And that way both of the panels are facing south. All right, I've got a resident squirrel, and we've been trying to live in peace and harmony, and it hasn't been working. It likes to dig up this bed, so I picked these up at the thrift store. They came in a pack of like, I don't know, 10 I think, for $2. And so I just placed them in this bed because this is where the squirrel likes to dig all the time. And a little bugger keeps digging up my plants. So we'll see if it works. I don't think it should cause any damage, but it wouldn't feel nice to walk on. And I've got a few leftover lights, so I'm just gonna place them on the pathway. Because if I can see this area, then I can get to a lot of the lettuce and herbs. Okay, so here we go. The verdict is still out on whether or not it's worth the light pollution, but my garden does look pretty cool. And it does seem to help with visibility some. Let's actually go over where I've got something planted, because these are new beds, so. But see, you really can't see, and this has got, if I lift this up, this is all my lettuce. So, possibly, I could put it there. Oh, that works much better. Okay, so I might have to move these around a little bit, but that does seem helpful. I really don't like the bright lights just shining at me when I come outside, but it is kind of cool to at least see what these little guys can do. And it was a fun project. These really are pretty. They put off like very little light, but they really are pretty. Okay, I put them on the sides, and this is much better. This is much better. At least the interior of the cattle panel will be stuff that I can see at night. If you're interested in following along on a budget garden, please like and subscribe.